For the first time in over a decade, Nigeria has broken free from a global aviation blacklist, and one local airline just made history doing what experts said was impossible. But this story is much bigger than Air Peace. It's about Nigeria's fight to reclaim credibility in the skies. Yesterday, Air Peace Airlines became the first Nigerian carrier in over 10 years to successfully receive a commercial aircraft on a dry lease from the world's largest aircraft leasing company, AerCap. Now, that might sound like just another aviation headline, but here is the real story. This single deal signals the rebirth of Nigeria's credibility in the global aviation market, a trust that had been broken for years. But how did Nigeria even get blacklisted in the first place? And what exactly makes the dry lease deal such a big deal? Let's unpack that. For years, international lessors, the companies that rent out aircraft, refused to do business with Nigerian airlines. Why? Because too many local carriers in the past defaulted on lease terms, failing to meet payment schedules, maintenance obligations, and return conditions. As a result, major lessors placed Nigeria on an unofficial blacklist. That meant no long-term lease agreements, no trust, and ultimately higher costs for Nigerian airlines. Most carriers had no choice but to go for what's called a wet lease, a short-term, expensive arrangement where the aircraft comes with the lessor's own crew and maintenance team. And here is the kicker. Wet leasing costs about 3 times more than dry leasing. It kept Nigerian airlines in a financial chokehold, unable to compete effectively or expand. That all changed this week. With federal government backing, Air Peace secured a dry lease deal with AerCap, something no Nigerian airline had achieved in over a decade. The government even provided a sovereign guarantee, meaning if Air Peace ever defaults, the federal government itself will take responsibility.
Today is the day that the Lord has made. And so we give thanks to God Almighty, first of all, for making this day very possible. The second is to thank Mr. President, like Alan Oyema mentioned, for his vision, his focus, and his mandate. His clear mandate that he gave us, that we must support our local operators to the extent that their businesses thrive and survive. And so, with that mandate on our right hand, we went to work and we had to dig deep to find out what the problems of the local operators were over the years.
Like him on 80, he has changed the face of aviation in this country. I went to Mr. President to pay these foreign airlines whatever they were making out of the country. They were having multiple frequencies, multiple destinations into the country. The economy of this country was diving, and they were charging rooftop fares. At the end of the day, they were taking this money to the market to look for the million of dollars we have in the country. And dollars started going up. The truth is, the demands of everybody, of every citizen of every country, take your country first. Keyamo and Mr. President support Nigeria first. And that's why we're here today.
It's a bold move that signals renewed confidence from both sides. Local airlines showing discipline and the government stepping up to rebuild international trust. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development Festus Keyamo called it a momentous occasion, not just for Air Peace, but for the entire Nigerian aviation sector. But here is where it gets more interesting. Minister Keyamo revealed that the government isn't stopping here. They are already working on establishing a national aircraft leasing company, a homegrown solution that would act as a bridge between Nigeria Airlines and global lessors. What does that mean? It means local airlines would have to go begging on the international stage anymore.
Our insurance practitioners here got the lessors in, got the financiers in, and today, capacities are beginning to rise with our local operators. This is one example that you are seeing here today. From $11,000 for business class, you are now going to pay $3,000 for business class. That is the fair competition that we offer. The fair competition. We are not driving any airline, any foreign airline away. We're only telling them, please come and compete. People have been asking me about, the other routes in Nigeria, in Africa, Ghana to London, is cheaper than Nigeria to London, and so on and so forth. And all I told them was to be patient. Be patient because you can't regulate, you can't tell the local, you can't fix prices for the international airlines. It's free market. The only way that you can bring down prices in the free market is to create competition. And so we went to the root of the matter to create that competition.
This isn't just a win for Air Peace. It is a statement to the world. Nigeria is ready to do business right. With government guarantees, stronger financial discipline, and a new leasing framework on the horizon, this could finally be the beginning of a new era, one where Nigerian airlines fly on equal footing with the rest of the world.